I'm speaking the truth through my work online, so I've got no other choice. They wanted to tell me I didn't have the strength to believe in the Lord. I stayed floored. As my Savior was found, Jesus Christ, and I know the very difference. To be held in that way, to be held in my cage, where I slept next to my Bible every single night, through hoping that one day I would be able to see through all that was done to me, to make my mind unable to see that read through of all that was done to suffocate me, black and blue inside of my mind. I couldn't find to be poisoned up in that way. The Father of God's voice cried over me. I felt the Lord cry over my own body, as the father of lies spoke against me, to tell me it's impossible to stay in God's kingdom, and that I've gone far enough, when I haven't even been able to yet come out of that place, held down and suffocating me down to every single bone in my body and mind, to behold that voice of the heavens that showed me the way. The only one that was there through it all was Jesus Christ of Nazareth. The same ways that it was when I was 5, as it was when I was 9. Evidence everywhere of that crime now. That they got something into my body in ways, a tactical method to keep me as an unwitting victim of circumstances, unable to see, unable to breathe, unable to come out of my own self, mind, to become that victor instead of a victim of circumstances that I couldn't see, being held back as a scapegoat. All of that attack, my own mind, body, and eyes, I couldn't even see anything that I had missed inside, that I was still there, missing parts of me and mind, that I can see now, so I couldn't see before. I couldn't see anything that I had missed. Each and every single place that I was missing, being missed, misaligned, misplaced before me through the anchors of my love and trust, reaching out for their help, like a Stockholm syndrome, where finally to come after so long, waiting for anyone to hear me out. Inside of the body, held locked down in a body full of screams and shouts, inside of the words of feeling that I couldn't reach at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I just wanted to feel fine, emotionally, that I'd be found for me, the same ways that weighed down in on me, the same ways followed in which was done to me. After that, of a short time that had passed, and I couldn't see to remember that I had anything left out of me to recall, remember who I even was while they were playing the games to torture me and smear campaigns out on complete ways to leave psychologically broken, to break any part of me, left me a parcel left to hold on to, in parts and parcels, shrapnel, so I'm just trying to pick up the pieces of my own heart. That part of me that was smacked out, straight out of me, being worked out, as lost as anyone could ever be. When they had that hatred for me, to wrong me, and come multiplied against me, as my enemies were the same ones to show me love, in the timeliest of fashions, just to show out some more. Leave me trapped inside of my core, left there at times, 90-degree weather, hotter and hotter and hotter, trying to work through that unbearable pain that I knew I was being pushed into that homelessness meant to breathe. And yet again, as my mind got trapped into the cycle, beat against me, I'm unable to breathe, I'm unable to see that I was just next on the list and chained to the ground, to the gravel or the floorboards or the marble, whatever it was. I was left there, led there to die, invisible to the eyes around everybody else, unable to see the depth of that pain, as it was me dying inside in a way I couldn't even hardly see. To breathe in a mind, it's just space. And it was them all the time, leading me there, leading me down in that grime, in that heaviest crime, as the demons have sided with that plan to plot and scheme, to lead me into them chains, tied to the ground, forcing down inside of that pain, on repeat, in the patterns and cycles, to circle around again and again, to lose myself all over again, to lose everything of my life that I tried to be. And there was Jesus again and again, risen from the grave, who has come once again to hold me in, hold me just as I am, just as I asked him, right there in a body once again, being held down to the ground. It was Jesus Christ who stood me back up each and every single time. So they didn't like that, and they wanted me to flop out of my body and mind again, where you couldn't talk. For the lions that are filled with the lion's den and that loathsome disease. And there I was again, still unable to make a sound from my body that was feeble and sore, broken down in a roar, looking for reasons forevermore. I couldn't have seen any way out, just screams and shouts that I couldn't even put into words, let alone have the vocabulary. In that disquiet place of my heart and mind, and sparks that flew before me, well, they were gone. They went missing all day long, where all that was left was there groaning inside of a heart that started to pant. Even tied in that chant, slanted in their tilted ways, they went jilted up in their own hearts' decorum. As for the love of them, it went aloof. Or even my mind, I couldn't even see to think, or think to see. From that poisoning, whatever they got in my body, it was a straight up arson. I couldn't see. My personal strength of mind I couldn't even find. No, not even a morsel of who I even was inside anymore. Straight up gone, as it was then, just a kinsman standing there, looking with eyes glossed over and overlooking the body and frame of mind that was being broken so thoroughly by them that they had been sought out to steal my whole life, my light, as it lay down in snares, as it laid down in pain, for the ways they came for my life, as it laid down in snares as it lay down in all the pain that came from my whole life. What little could I have known, all of that pain and hurt that they came to seek me out, to leave me laid there to rest in the dirt. So I was like a deaf mute, unable to utter a sound out of my mouth. Just the groans inside of all of that pain, inside of all of that pain tied to the gravel roads. And it was Jesus who stood me back up, telling me, here, I'm here to take you up. I'm here to take you home. And I said back to him, I'm not ready to go. I'm not ready to go. I just got my mind back. Oh Lord, I just got my mind back. Yet there's still more work in me to be done. Use my body as a vessel, oh Lord. I cried out, I'm not ready to die. I'm not ready to die. I'll cry, because it was the same fleeting feeling of me at 5. Unable to live my life at all. I pined, I resigned. Inside of my own mind, I wanted to rejoice in you, but taking me home, don't take me yet. You can take me home, but don't take me yet from this life. Use my body. It was all then that I had to realize it's the same exact way they wanted over me, in favor of their own deceit, to neglect me, to take me down, to leave me down to the ground in chains. So I asked, oh Lord, keep me alive. Please don't take me yet. I've been through enough. I've already been so taken thoroughly out of my life in this way. Can I even live yet a morsel of the life I've meant to live? Oh Lord, because it left me floored for more inside of my life than they led me to death, inside of their own hearts' decrees, to leave my life swinging in the breeze. It hurts so bad to be led to death, bled out in a slaughter, all I ever was or could have been. So I asked the Lord, pleading the blood of the Lamb, cover me, right here and now in this land, oh Lord. Precious Jesus, plead the blood over me, cover me, because I can't see the truth. And these people, they don't believe me either. So my words came out to a flood. Finally unable with ability to breathe. My words hurt all that sin that has been given, that was meant for me to take me and make me so weak to be cast out and neglected and then handed over to the demons, the devil's decree. So it was through me, the pain that they'd given me, told them their own condition, their own manipulation of all of the parts. So next, they stood up and so proud, their lying manner, to ask that I was to approve of their own sins, that I couldn't mask, being led there inside of a bloodbath of me. They had played me so deceitful, working in behalf of all that's evildoer ways. And I was telling the truth thing, of finding all of that guilt and shame, every single thing that they did to my name. Not like the poisons made me into that shameless one. I just know now that I was under rapid fire the whole time to dig me into that early ground, and placed so strategically under their guns. This whole time I was lost in the smoke of a war zone. was lost in the smoke of that war zone now. The war is on now, right? Leaving the body and mind to fight. The war is on now, right? Asking Jesus. Asking Jesus, and he said, I am the Lord. Stay Lord towards me forevermore. As he said, I am the Lord. Stay Lord for more. All that your heavenly ways been made for, to fight for the kingdom of heaven and not in earthly ways. Forsake me not, O Lord, that can place that mercy upon me, for the search of my own heart and name and life. So please, make haste here, O Lord, make haste here for me, O Lord. Help me out, O Lord, of my salvation, my salvation, you're my honor, you're my everything. My sorrow is continually before me, O Lord. Please hear me out. I need you to hear me at the times and extinguish any other gods before me, because they party all over my downfall wherever I was slipped in to lead to the slaughter, when all they do is laugh and drink of bread and water upon the earth. So I declare my iniquities, and I'm sorry, Lord, for my sins of me and my enemies. They're happy when they see me go down, so low, Lord. And when they come multiplied against me to attack me in all that I've been already being through, that they knew the whole time, being played inside that life, being played inside of my mind. Please be mighty now, Lord. Make haste for me. Make haste for me inside of my life. Make haste for me. Make haste for me, O Lord, right here and now. For you are the strength that stood me up when I couldn't hold myself up, and with my tongue when I couldn't speak. For my enemies. For my enemies. But it hurts to be cursed up in this way, straight from birth to leaving so trapped in all of that hurt and pain. So my sorrow and sadness, it stirs to be blocked out my own ability to breathe. My chained body down to the ground. I was just left there, admitting me being some witch's brew by craft, as they drive that hodgepodge over me to keep me there. And all that I could have become, I couldn't be, I couldn't see. All that I could have done, all that I couldn't do. This life. All that I wanted to do, I couldn't be allowed to do. Not even move to reprove all of that mighty you, oh Lord. You had to hold me forever for more, forevermore, forever for more, forevermore. So I move up in that faith, the Lord. I move up that faith, keep me floored to you, Lord. That only you, Jesus, you hold the keys, not the mankind forever misusing me to make me their muse. I wanted you, oh Lord, in the fire that I now knew, speaking for peace, testing my release inside of my own chest, inside of my own frailty. I've got to know quite well, but you, oh Lord, measure my end, not mankind that wants to take that transitional heart and all of its hatred instead that's become so vile and repulsive. Will you reprove? Will you reprove? Remove their reprieve from me, all the places they wanted me to be, locked down into an unwitting way inside of a chained body and mind, where people can't even think, people can't even believe anything that I'm saying, nowhere to even think. Looking for heart upon that heart's surface. Open your heart and conscience, looking for purpose to surface, to be the conscious one of the Lord, to stay floored. I wanted you to call it my home, wanted you to call it my home, and hear me out, to come to the Lord, to believe, 'cause you Can't serve two masters. The only one that's kept me alive is the one Lord, our God, our faithful Savior, and His name is Jesus Christ. Elohim, Jesus Christ, Elohim, Jesus Christ, Elohim. He says all belong to only one God, Jesus Christ, Elohim. And if you don't hear the truth, the words that even are in your mouth and hearts to speak, speak it out. It's clear that if you don't hear, you don't belong to God. You don't belong to God because God is a loving God. God is the amazing God. Elohim, Elohim, Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ. And it's God, God of love, God not in a dishonorable way to tear each other down into snakes. The snakes in the cage that are placed today, outside, inside of every single heart. They can't see the word of God, unable to hear even if the Lord could speak to them. They can't hear, they keep their own ears covered, plug their ears, they plug their ears or to listen or understand in any kind of moral way. They're out here saying blah 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 blah, closing their ears, choosing not to listen, and it's a curse against the cross. The message is preached from the kingdom of the words that Jesus spoke very clear, very clear. They don't hear, because you are not of God. God is not your father. Your father is the father of lies. It's a subpoena the streets. Yeah, the evidence on rap verse, no cap, the fiction with the death curse in the demonic out here, spread by them fractional reserve. Tamil fascists out here on the earth, far being to the left, wrong, and heavily versed as non-governmental organization paid inside of a war hidden in the jurisdiction of the world's decree. Burn, they born to be. They burn everything they were made to be. They got no more rights to talk this, to talk that, decimating life, decimating our own names, an ability to breathe, an ability to brain. The death almost had over me, poisoned up in my veins, and the people wanna act, there's nothing insane to see. And the people wanna act, there's not an insane story to see. Pain on repeat, as if they need to subpoena the streets. So nigga, if they wanna play, good if they wanna play, get in your way, each and every single bang bang. They create no craft amid the bloodbath, they creating all of that pain, all the family ties, family lies, family brotherhood ain't kind sometimes, but they ain't playing that same, they ain't gang, all level out of their hearts, playing it, they're the same, but they're leaving hearts to hurt, rehearsed away, dead in them hurts, and it hurts to be lost off in a hearse of their own self and mind, to be deadened off in the verses, straight up cursed, unable to speak out to the troubles I see, nigga, as if I was never supposed to see how you left me in a reverse of myself to advance on me, the G, just to level me out of my whole playing field that you gave, to leave me down in my head like a grave, like when nothing's left of your own hearts to the core, nothing's the same, gang, you murderous G, and you bow that bow, inside of you wanna bang, nigga, bang, you can't take it out, we'll see who the ones are to take out them things, make them bang, since we can't speak out in peace, we'll let them motherfuckers release. I've been down to ride since 95, full troop of warfare, they got to decide to come up against me, since I was 5, they were wired up in them systems, scripted in that reverse of that law, in that low room, that low groom. Warfare, nigga, they tried to take over me, decided to come against me since I was a young G, wrapped up in the wire, the systems, that sinister's grip, in reverse of the law. So this is my proof, the only law they can't law is the law of love. Love thy neighbor as themselves, and I'm speaking out in facts and verses. So fuck their curses. When they've been switched off and in their own hearts as hurts as purse, their person. They're leveled out of themselves. They don't even know their own true self. Families deaded up in hearses of themselves for days, man. They ain't finna say nothing the same. They wanna play out here in this familial tie, as if they gang this way. So I'm firm on the fight. I'm gonna let my nuts hang all over the place, man. When I'm down to ride, and I've been down to ride since 95, and they're just out here cutting heart, souls, and minds upon the earth in this cursed up way, in this vision that's been shredded up in that slide. So I'm down to ride, talking about that murder, man. So I'm down to slide each and every single ride. I'm willing to talk about that murder, man. So PG, cover your own down, cover your own down-grown way. Side of that, you must have been nigga down, born to die, to lie up on me, falsify that truth, and I script it for the news. You got these people out here, paid operatives, leaving motherfuckers dead on that news. So put it on the news, or split that shit in reverse of the law. You're bringing up that curse, that ambiguous curse, open the lies upon the earth. Habeas corpus law, and illegality where there's nothing real out here anymore. Just a bunch of fake ass con artists. You can see the counterfeits, scripting their own false news by design. So when I spitting with fire to subpoena them facts, subpoena the streets. Let's get them to react from their own fucked up immoral values of that type of law. They can't law right. Let's take the heat to the streets. Since you wanna be bitch made cowards that ain't G, rather just out here trying to get away with murder. Getting away with murdering me, all covertly played. You try to get away with murdering me, all over that life of mine. You should be down to ride. Nah, you ain't, nigga. You just born to be that bitch made coward, trying to slide, to fuck up your own fucked up fake ass proxy ties. I am falsifying against that sight. If you wanna falsify against me, to what I'm saying, ho, let's get that BG right. Let's get that BG right. I'm finna bust out them Glocks now and let them talk, being that we cannot talk about that murderer show that you played all over my fucking life by design. A crime spree made all over that first hurt of my life, to leave me cursed upon this earth, to poison me up into a bloodbath real nicely, as if I didn't have a right to say it for what it is. I call it murder, motherfucker. That's that hard. You're the ones afraid to pull up them Glocks and let them things talk, since we can't speak about that peace. Testing my release, there's no easy subpoena out on these streets to speak about. When these streets ain't feeling no peace, y'all fake ass treaties, just like your affidavit, you can't escape. And I'm speaking the truth, scripting it in. When you tried to fucking murder me, man, I call it murder. Murder for murder. You wrote in that fine print of your script that you wanted to play over me, your own fucking family, deep into the corruption. So fuck you. So fuck you, man. You wanted to play into that murderous way? Fuck you, man. If people think it's so easy, I'd like to see them try, especially where I've been placed inside of this whole crime over my life. I'd like to see you try and put them hearts, verses, into words, their own vocabulary. Yeah, let's get it right. Get it right. Busting blocks off in the peace that was screaming for peace. They poisoned up me in them curses to release up in that reality. Felt nice, as if I didn't have any right to speak it out and subpoena these streets to speak about peace. Y'all fake ass treaties, each and every single thing was speaking, man. Some murder they wrote to the fine print. You wanna play with your own family in the depth of that corrupt fuck design. You ain't even speaking about anything but violence. Just a bitch made madman movement. It's cowardice as fuck, poisoning up your bones to indemnify them crimes committed by these bitch ass bitches and my father to rape his own daughter. Play up next in your next hands of that super low law, as if we're having a justice system at all. Now it's an injustice system as well to indemnify the crimes over me in real time, using the system of abuses just to leave me leveled up. That crafted out, drafted out as a target BG, so let's get ready to play real. Next you wanna flies and the fire's the same out on the facts. You're murdering that bloodbath, that murdering motherfucker. You wanted to go, murder's born, you ain't got nothing. Inside of that law, uses that NGO, the law that's scripted just the same. Played in that game, but nothing's the same. Inside of your own ways, bang, each and every single covert war, not for murder, bang, in a real way. So let the nuts hang, G. You wanted to play about that murder for real? Let's get it out here and bang, bang, bang. Be the top. You wanna hang? You wanna hang? I'll hang them nuts all over the place, man. Leaving a bloodbath over everything that you've done to me. Bitch made mad moves, man, to poison me up since I was 3 or 2. And inside of that sleuth of an abusive way that my father took out here, straight lame. Inside you wanna get away with word being born. These systems are used to indemnify crimes of rape. You wanna take it out here in the streets for real? You just let me know when, bitch made man. It's inside of your whole fucked up design in the injustice system, BG, cause you lost all night. Love trying to fold me up nice and tight, trying to fold me up to die. Yeah, they wanted me dead to be, dead to the bone and mind. Looking away, that free press that we were sold in the educational system. No real medical community, just NGO paid. Crimes getting away, that rate to take their lives for heaven's sake. How the fuck you all sleep at night, man? How the fuck you all sleep at night, playing them war-made moves over me in real time. So now I can clearly see what it be, what it do, man. Each and every single one of the placements that you made over me, while I'm just trying to take out my heart's heart, fill up my own heart's purse, to surface that purpose through all of that pain. You poisoned out me in a state of mind, man. In that murder spree, unable to find reason to be, able to speak, unable to see things clearly for what it was. So you can usually see the niggas' caskets, full baskets, setting chills with the thrill of their plastic ways. They wanna play about love, but they don't know anything about love at all now. Nah, just that murder of a crime spree. That love ain't love, to love bomb for that narcissistic ass abuse. You wanna hug, come out on the streets and let's bang, let's hang. But nah, you never really have enough nuts to hang them out. Real life cuffs Inside of you can see your insecurities too loud to make me be alive, to make it out of a lifetime of abuses and all of this crying. Playing about my mind, is it just supposed to be that I'm not hacked, left out tracked in a poisoned up design? You wanna let them things hang out, man? Let them things hang out. When history reproves, and I'll prove it to you. When they play about that love, but it ain't nothing loving, man. When they're serving two masters, projecting that cowardice. You see, they want to let their nuts hang all over your life and leave you in nothing but that strain of your mind, unable to find reason for their crying, playing plastic and fake every single cut of mine. You need to try to justify, to leave you in reverse of your own self and mind. So this is what I'm saying, G, in this time, I'm gonna let my nuts hang, it's here, man. Cause they sang murder, murder, murder over my life to be unable to see. Cause my own thoughts and agility gets cursed on this earth by their own demonic entities that's been rehearsed. Left me in the bloodbath, unable to shape my own life, to see to my own self, to even be able to be. Leaving me in a lifetime dispersed, leaving me crashed out, digging up that trauma till it's hearsed. And hearsed and rehearsed inside of their own blocked up curses of their own heart's curse. They serve two masters in the class of their art of war all over my life, singing murder, murder, murder all the time, through every single part of my life to indemnify buckets of crimes. Yeah, there's no way, no alibi to gain counter attacks or orders. Inside of that toxicology report, they hack it, they straight data map it to leave my life, me fully controlled. So every single place that I couldn't even try to glow up and shine, make my own mission line away from the murderous verses that led me blindly in a mind that's been dead, death to the curse of the earth for the entire time of my whole life, for my whole life's purpose. Just trying to surface, it's a heavier crime, G, the heaviest of its type. So listen closely when I'm starting to visualize and be able to see everything that's been done to me in real time, to leave me leveled out, made for the casket. I can't even get back to that basket. They wanted to lift themselves up so high, so let's get real about it now. We studying them out here, delirious, running the game over my life to murder man, to murder man. And these cops wanna play it out just to seize me, size me up to the booth, cut cords for the news, cut them cords that are about their own couth, to take it out here. Let them nuts hang, and I'll let them nuts hang all over the place, man. Cause they ain't got nuts to face me on any real level, man. When it's murder, murder is born, they're murdering me to take me all of my faith and rights, to leave me first in orders of leveling me, to leave me in the death of myself in that whole death valley, lifelong. So, yeah, BG, this is my life song. When word is born, can't even face the real G. Yeah, I see this for what it truly is. Crawl in myself, to crawl out, down to a slow. In the mind and the heart that's poisoned up blind. I couldn't have ever leave it. I was missing. I just wanted to get the fuck out of Dodge, G. My life's been on Hodgepodge, all covert abuse and poisonings that this world isn't even letting me say, growing in the silences of the soil where I was left there to toil. I was reaching out for my own heart's purpose, to surface from my own heart's purse being torn, lost in the world, love's gone up. Love was being masked in a deep disguise, enterprise for that prophet that never lies. A whole was pain, the high cost they control. I'd have tried to get my own brothers for God's sake. They denied, faked, two-faced. Each and every single place that I looked for care was vacant, not there in their eyes, even just to care. All for me, to indemnify the crimes they had placed on top of me. Of my life, my autonomy. I was dead inside, screaming out, couldn't fucking stay straight. Even that proof of a poisoned up state of mind. Spin a hodgepodge of my whole life in a blur. Left me crawling in the dark to leave me standing here, calling God, please. Make haste for me to see again. Make haste for me to live this life again. As if I ever had a family. First place, wanted a real family, of life, not just some sanity, reveling just to breathe again. Alone in the body, feeling so lost upon me. Cursed in the worst ways, led me to the sled, stabbed me in the back blindly. Now I'm fighting just to be back inside of me. I can't find the me I wanted to be inside of my mind, or being mummified inside of the tomb at night. Manipulated by the mission that they had envisioned for me. Blindsided when I thought we were building a layer to move its goal. Repetition clutched tight in the middle of the night, where instead they handed me up a lost fight for my life. I was just trying to grow, to understand what I couldn't have known from that oversight. My entire life being hacked out inside of this plate. It held me down so low, down to the ground as I was trying to make it through the night to be alive. Crime against me from such a young age. I couldn't sleep for hours, staring up at the ceiling, unable to breathe, unable to know what was happening to me in every single cell of my body from such a young age, suffocating, wondering if I was gonna ever be able to make it out alive. Oh Lord, I asked, don't deny me life. I needed to know the truth. I was being cut up inside, all over my whole body and mind. I was just so young, being played. Just so young, I was just begging to find me at all. Able to scream out, unable to barely breathe at all. In the covert abuses that just kept on coming, creating an entire mess of my heart and mind. I was dead and left, gone, dead and blind, unable to find if I was missing anything at all of me. As if I ever even had a chance to get to know the real me. When I was being poisoned up since I was just a little kid, so my daddy could get away with this rape shit. Unable to find the real me, just kept on running down this lonely road. I wanted to take a real love out of me, for heaven's sake, and I couldn't articulate it at all. But it was them that left me numbed out, making the throttle of my whole heart being misplaced, being raked clear out of myself, from my own brothers to ghost. That love life, cursed up so badly, in a love that turned fake so badly, as if it ever wanted to be alive in the first place. When that truth in me went to my core, got erased, as my soul got misplaced from that arson of abuse that burned deep inside of my chest. How could I say the words I didn't have the vocabulary for to articulate? How could I even find the words to say, the vocabulary for to articulate that measure of pain that I was in at 5 or 9, just to test me, test my body, being deadened up within, just to test me, and then blame me for that slow crawl that I was left within a hodgepodge of arson they poisoned inside of my body that they got within me each and every single day that felt like a war made. I couldn't win, fighting for my own breath again, and my ability to see, my ability to breathe, silent, screaming, eternal. What the fuck was really happening to me? What the fuck was really happening to me? From within my own skin, I wanted to rise up, but I was held down so low, locked out of my mind, unable to find the event that buried my hopes and dreams alive underground, until it hurt to that slow crawl. Left alone, couldn't even walk, couldn't even breathe. I felt the ground somewhere, fog, smoke. I'd still believe in Jesus. Spoke inside of my heart. He was right there, standing in my whole body. From the ages 2, 3, 4, I was lost, bleeding from within, from the ways that I couldn't explain. Not even a fucking thing. So I was even lost up inside. I still got up to try and survive. Got up to breathe. I wanted to become back alive. Thank God I had survived 5. Cause it's been a hodgepodge of mind, soul, and body, oh Lord. My body, oh Lord. They had me crawling just to find life, borrow just to rebuild anything left of myself to find all over everything I want to feel real. Of life and of family, not this real life, and all of this insanity. But they stabbed me in the back and they let me there blind, just to leave data mapped and left off track. I'm fighting again at 44 to get my life back. Just like all of the other areas and ages of my life, as if I've ever even known life at all, or semblance of myself to even see what I could be. So from that crawl so dark of my mind, I was solo, I was solo. It's now this time, I was feeling so low. Feeling so low, held down to that ground for the old school fire in our modern time. So from 92 to 2025, still alive, be a hodgepodge. Still alive, fighting, bring it all back. Each time I break through, redesign, brick by brick to rebuild what's mine. Taking on, taking that cross to the youth. As they did to try and steal my mind, they cribbed straight out of standard rituals, good book. So my soul still belongs to the Lord, the original light that was designed by them inside of my mom's belly. So I still belong to Jesus Christ, my originality and spirit, mind and body, to the King of all kings. I'm true property man. Forsaken, just a way as ever. So the truth out here, done that script to see through to that grave in me inside of my whole body and name. I wanted to live more than a name. My name and identity belong to me, not these people, snakes, straight up fakes inside of little cows design. When the truth's coming back into alignment now, all the time, being alive, spiritually awake, a hodgepodge for heaven's sake, to fill up the light's design, fill up the light's design, make haste to be alive, originality is spirit, mind, body. To bring them back to the King of Kings. So I was slow to react, to know how to see anything I could have missed. Look here, they're scrubbing the truth out here with the bureaucracy's tight-knit control over the news. And I'm creating that manufacture of the crimes for the we stand, line after line, all out for their psychological warfare, playing out on repeat, out on that spin cycle, acting like they're the truths and founded the patterns don't sleep. Do they? They suppress the truths and the contents, and the truth tellers left in their minds, being mummified in the crimes all over entire fucking love lives. Got up to a system that got the jaws real thick, demons waiting to eat up every single part of their whole life. Shit can't design, you redesign that type of mind inside of your own mind. Time, frustrated and confused, trying to be out here inside of a real way. You're just not supposed to fact check their news or the media, and all of their lies selling in the hands of the demonic degeneracy, straight out of school in their men in suits, black ties, trying to be that shit and true crime inside their lives, and the criminal ties, enterprise. So I'm saying, fuck them, man, and the masters of the art of war, emotionally manipulating the youth, dead to the booth. You can't see that truth. You got more power in the predators and the pedophilia that's been down with the system like ghosts, playing up on two sides, two-faced and in a moral decay in its own degeneracy all day. All the crime trials on repeat, paper currency meaningless to the truth of what actually breeds the true freedom of the world, but that ensures the truth. Stay nice and smug tight. They sell you lies of a degeneracy with that improper use of democracy to sell them out to the Ku Klux clique. Straight up dick moves over America, on a bureaucracy over America. It's straight up sickness, that dick move, dick disease, manufactured monopolies for the lies they put into the youth, for the lies they're putting out as if it's truth. By the way, they're selling you a dream, fresh out of school, because you'd have to remain asleep to believe it, just like George Carlin said. And you control their narrative, their charity, while they're acting, selling you hope, fresh out of school in a fool's gold. Believe it though, wanna believe it though, yeah. Listen up to their flow, their bureaucracy and their ghost town, straight up dead and divested inside their evil suits and ties, and all the criminal lies, getting paid NGOs while you wake up inside of a murked up way. Stays held down and the soul stays low, spread it out real thin, them truths out hold inside of the folded up act with the care. They don't care, they're all cowards playing up in that fight, unfair. Layers of that truth that's been up here, left inside of a hope that's never amounted to anything. No cures, just plastic guys and souls playing on the dominoes. Feed up their degeneracy when it finds out that real healing out here that just seems fine, while they're all being tracked and targeted. It's to demonize that fractional try inside of a whole life being fiction up inside, just to keep you all numb and cold and blind. Don't you know that you were born to be more? You were supposed to be not residing in their own selves all the time, hanging on their hopes and dreams up high on the shelf, like it's an immoral degeneracy out here that's all being played out so well, all of their control and their narratives. It's all noise pollution while they're manufacturing the disease to keep them donors nice and supported, to keep money coming back to that criminal tie. Ties incomplete inside to indemnify the truth, while the truth gets denied. Once you see it for what it is, they flake. You can't ghost in the ways in the middle of the night, serving their own fat cats and creating their craft inside of a bloodbath. They're creating pain to keep motherfuckers insane, to keep that truth enclosed and all capped out one way or another, to suggest that you're fun cray-cray while they're not, yeah right, in their hearts. Nah, you just got so lazy playing with blood and pain like warfare and craft. I believe in that word, holy power in that bloodbath, that they're eternally playing God, like they do on loop in the pains they curate for the profit of people insane. And the power goes right back into the hands of these low-life degenerates. Man, masquerading with their whole kamikaze's design, whole fake-ass crime, keeping people hopelessly lost off for quiet and fear of retaliation. We riot, so the street says they should be out here, not up in them silences, as if they couldn't breathe, as they couldn't see. Out of control, this is the noise pollution, rewriting their whole life, a shit show craft of warfare, the bloodbath, all filtering that real. So you go, get targeted to speak, down on the down lows, using your minds to amend them rights, to be protected rights. Yeah, right. Instead, they got us fighting for our lives, fighting to survive in frames that we all know. It's a shit show of that normal life as we corrode inside of this knife that's in our backs. All the time, complicit with the attack. You're somehow being an existential threat. Yeah, we're trying to make you that existential threat. But it's their own noise pollution by craft. New world order and that noise pollution and control, where the misinformation's just used as a weapon, like your life being led up to a lie, straight up war crimes by design to get all these puppeteers and allegiance to their own defense, defending that degeneracy, while the system's flooded with that fake, with their bent up positions of power. Are y'all kept trained dumb inside of your secrets and lies? Y'all feeling good? Y'all feeling good to deny that truth? Yeah. Y'all stay half asleep and dead inside in your immoral discrepancy. You try to hide as you normalize that type of authority in a democratic lie. Dreams inside of a whole demonic enterprise to bankrupt your own brother. Yet you deny their breath to get away, leaving them for dead, birthed to the grave. Birthed to the grave, being poised up and kept so blindly, internally, not even being able to stop this regulation inside of the insanity that's censoring the web. It's not right when they play God in this magnitude. It's all policies dripping after life and lies, creating false flag events to control your minds, while the real ones are out left bleeding in the dead of the night, in the illusory effect, full on full flight, fledged up in their loserdom, repeating them lies until you believe that lie right. But I'm out here with sync in the pictures and flipping with zeros, their immoral design in the script. Quit affecting humanity in this way to be complete shit. You're shitty and shifty in your glitch. I can see through your whole matrix, the matrices of your whole system lies. It's all caught in the prism of that million minds, wide awake to the crime. They're all degenerates. Degeneracies. So quit lying and claiming the truth's unfounded. Nah, it's been founded in the bloodbath that you wanted over me, until you ran up to write up my whole pain. Leave a real man looking insane, shredding up that evidence where the truth's being reversed inside of y'all fears of retaliation real far. We're taking it there though, having a difference of opinion and claiming it's policies, procedure, not punishment at all. No, hacked up in y'all's corroded, people stabbing souls, your all corroded souls of your own control. This is debt slavery and your whole shit for brains. It's a new story of a slavery by design that should reach the headlines of a trapdoor at best, but they can call it freedom in America. Yeah, right, bet. Yeah, right. Freedom in America? Yeah, right. Bet. Just the control of the narrative, control the press, to control these crimes, poison you in jest, rewriting that whole shit show. Call it truth-telling up in that flow, up in that slow, misconcepted bullshit in the devil's little heartless way. Y'all stay asleep in your own flames, framing what we already know. We're wide awake in your lies, the whole degeneracy of minds, cage design, selling these souls. I guess that's the new world of a noise pollution. Novus order seclorum, chained up lies in the Federal Reserve note. That's just backed by debt, a debt-based society, half asleep while whole families playing that act in that same game, all over nothing being the same gang. No G-code up in that will to create, just that instability to divide and conquer, to weaponize everything into valueless pieces of gutter trash. But they truly are, to indemnify them crimes, to play up God. They can play up God all they want. It's just gaslighting a whole reality that's meant to keep you all blind to the power of your Lord truly being staged inside of that phonetically brain being changed. A million voices coming back stronger every hour until you doubt your own name, right? Steadying that flames of the degenerates in control of the profiting off that shame, profiting off your name and your work. While you work could try harder and it hurts to feel your whole heart's thing trying to surface in a reality to treat you as worthless as that paper currency was, washed up in all of their degeneracy of a lie, all psychologically being war made up in flames, the political war zone they made. As your financial dreams get all held up in chains year after year, they control your love life as well by proxies, maybe like they did mine on repeat, trying to indemnify the crimes of poisoning meant to hold my true game. Ain't nothing be that same, profiting over everything to control the people, to keep you exhausted in cycles, and they play God with every single thing in your life. They play God. They endless spine. They ain't spine. They don't have no spine. Sight of a real one's pine. Sight of a real one's pine. Lost inside them chains of a reality that these democratic degenerates, while these want to be up in the truth of that crime, up in that empathy. It's a revival, so prepare for the war zone, because when the truth's left in rubble, they don't think that they're gonna die and have to face God and their creator at all this time. Life as we know it is lost in the double, and their illusory is a lie. Their degenerates demanding you to become lesser than yourself, to be played up dumb inside of their loserdom dreams, in the blades of that van left spinning out of control, man. Welcome to the whole new world as America. The Ku Klux click really fast, plastic play out in the dirty tricks in a hodgepodge. Raw and real. Are you here to be real? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, here we go. Slave ain't just supposed to be out of line from these crooked ass forks in the road, leaving people in the hands of a crime, thrown into the map of their crooked ass plans, being so data mapped and lost for so long. You're supposed to be more. Yeah, I've been lost for so long. Just wanted to take it out. Take it out here on the double, and my life's been nothing but a hodgepodge of family trouble. Trauma bonds and the mixed up signals, twisted up in plots, other fake smiles being rigged into a mirage. I was dreaming of a real life, a real love life, and a family in my mind, of having a real wife, not some proxy type. Disguise was all scheming against me, meaning for sabotage, with each and every single quote unquote helping hand. That was just a demon's claw. Every single I love you and blessings of God. Them playing with that whole faith, that holy family faith, is just a piece of me that they stole away while life got too real, too raw to fold up. Now I'm fighting their demons' curses inside the criminal mind that they're trying to make, but they're the criminals playing so unkind that the church might not even be able to see what's really real going on out here. When these proxy made friends controlling the truth, controlling the trend. I was just trying to start out my own, get out there in business and rebuild from all the lies they're selling to gain, to leave me leveled out, straight over my head, man. Hoping for that hustle, pain in a new brand. Bureaucracy is just a sleight of hand, their game, while they're trying to breathe, to see the read through of the whole fog that was being placed over my whole life. Feeling like a hodgepodge of lies and corruption and ties. I see their crooked enterprise. I just wanted to get the fuck out of Dodge. My whole entire life's been one big hodgepodge of family abuse and fake friends and fake ties, just to misuse the name of God inside of my life when they're playing that cause meant to sabotage, drown my own hope. So they playing like I'm a slot machine with them odds rigged against me, but I'm still dreaming on, and on. When all I ever wanted was a real team beside me, a real queen, a family to take it out and outshine this whole scene, where that love don't die, it stays clutched tight. It's a whole about charity, but all I found was that greed. Another two-faced plan, fill their own needs. Told me about that faith just to watch me manifest from that family abuse that they left me to ingest, reaching out for true love. All I found was that deceit in the end, defeated in that same breath that they planted. There was not gonna find any peace, just trying to grow up a place, planted up in that poisoned way, feeding the demons that they need to indemnify that love, to leave me blind. That love, that type that don't bloom in their whole corrupted seeds, in a movement that I was trying to move the truth, not in the between hearts and minds, caught up so deeply in my soul that it stays in a limitation of me, where I wanted to find a real life of mine, a real love life, a life in peace of mind, build a family of my own in real time. But that real time they wanted to be within was to place up and stake up my own ability to family and friends, to find of my own, to raise old sons and daughters to do this life together, right? Not drowning up in the slaughter of all of these evils that they've intended to turn my hope to a whole heartless crime over me, to leave me out of my mind, unable to sleep, unable to develop inside of my own organic self and peace of mind since I was 3. Left me in a heart so misplaced, out of line and bars now that I think, more like landmines up in the silence of the decree, left for dead on the inside of my own head, being played out in the worst of ways ever I couldn't even see. To reason and reason to see, to believe and believe to reason to be. But I ain't numb, I'm dying on the inside, asking for the truth of the Lord, for what I believed, to lead me forward for more, inside of that covert warfare that I could feel, not knowing where it was coming from the whole time, unable to feel real, unable to see. That poisoned up me became the regular me. It became the regular me. I just wanted to get the fuck out of Dodge, because my whole entire life's been this hodgepodge of fake ass proxy ring circles and friends, bleeding in the same driveway, leaving me blind to an end of myself, when all I wanted was a real team beside me, not being played like a machine with all the odds stacked against me. Can anyone show me a place that's left of true love? Does love have coordinates? Can we go to those coordinates of love? And you've got a place left where that true love exists in the hearts that won't die. Inside of that crime, still trying to take down violent crimes, to steal up my dreams. I wanted to find my real queen bee, inside of a love life with the real wife and family. I remember dreaming of a love that would last, before getting shattered up like that piece of glass, shattered on the ground, for that family left in my heart, and scrambles and trauma bonds of the art of war. Never reflections, just looking for more. Now I'm looking back, trying to sew up the seesaw that I saw inside of the mask, all it had inside of me, sparking up inside of the pains from the past, inside of a heart that was being grafted on, inside of the heart, dealing with all the aftermath now. It's the thin bloodbath of all I wanted to be, a steady flame and all that burns out bright inside of my whole heart and soul, from every single kind of type of love that I wanted to find, a true love life, a love life that lasts, and my true queen BG, and guarded with all that I ever got, not let one moment pass without telling her that I love her until the end of time. And I'm planning on loving you into the heavens and praying we transcend, because its light's a clutch tight and will outlast this type of cursed way, this type of cursed of earth, to be outshined and outmatched. This type of craziest design out here, they can call it love. It's just a bloodbath where they never wanted me to be, within my own head, heart, that I can finally see the me that I was trying to be, the me that I wanted to become, and tear it out of me for 40 years of exploding, the pouring out of me, that explosion pouring out of me, 40 years. So here's to the survivors and the misfits in this crowd, for the ones that had to silence, trying to take me out, never bowing down to back out. This one's for the souls that got broken and that couldn't figure it out. I hope you figured it out and rise back from the underground and spread that love around like seed, plant it up in every single need, and water it with the Lord, water it with the Lord. You should be floored for more inside of your life, to be floored for the Lord, to scream and shout from them poisoned up designs, and slow down, roll of your own hearts to a steady crawl, up inside of the hodgepodge they're trying to take out here in that cruel mix. They smurder and they murder, they smurder and they murder, they murder and they smurder all the time. They murder and that smurderer inside. They'll be led into the slaughterer. So I hope you're still breathing, and I hope you're standing your ground now, battling that sound that they're trying to get you to step off that ground of the city's heartbreak. Come abound from that heartache, life out here with the hard work warriors. No proxy of warfares with the fake Finatera style. Up in that Bluetooth sound. Come and let them know. Come and let them know. All the foul play to be found. We'll keep spreading that seed all around. And as I fade before the dawn, let them know. Let them know. I'll keep on fighting wherever that spirit resounds, for the truth that I gave my whole life song, for that love life that I should have been able to live all along. Yeah, sometimes I just wanna get the fuck out of Dodge, man. It's my life's been so dumb in one big hodgepodge of them trauma bonds and abuse, but I still got a heart to sing for that cause. Not some fake-made charity that they applaud their fake donors and ties. Cause I was born to expose the fakes and the frauds, and the heartworks mission. It's in the claws from the ashes that they led me to stab me in the back. So I'll be here to win when that truth comes alive inside of this hodgepodge of life. Yeah, you'll see what its totality means inside of the crawl space of my mind, moving down to a soul roll in a mind that's been poisoned or blind for the long of my life. The longevity of my life leading me blind. Wouldn't even know what I was missing inside of the toil work. Left to toil in, to search up for my whole heart's purpose. It's been a hodgepodge and a blur of me, leaving me crawling up in the dark, just leaving me standing up there, leveled off, calling upon God to help me see the signs. Cause I just wanted a family with a real love life, not some insanity of me just to breathe again. Feeling so alone in my body and me, in my mind, to the slaughterer, stabbing me in the back blindly. Left fighting just to get out of this type of covert warfare that they gave. But I felt like a war that I couldn't win, silently screaming internally what the fuck was happening to me, within my own skin, within my own mind. Just wanted to be and rise up and rise, but still steadily I was being slowed down, locked to the ground, out of my mind, unable to find the event that buried me, that buried my hopes and dreams underground, until it hurt to crawl back all alone, isolated, and I couldn't find my way home. Still unable to breathe, so I fell somewhere in the fog of the smoke and called upon the Lord. Faith in Jesus Christ, cause he was right there, standing before my body at the ages of 2, 3, and 4, still left there bleeding in ways that I couldn't see to explain. Not even a little this type of thing, of that type of lost way, getting lost up and crossed up when I wanted to come alive, thanking God that I had survived 5. Been a hodgepodge of my mind, soon I got to 6, my soul, my body. God, you had something calling in me to feel that light, marred over to rebuild. There's nothing left to find, all over everything in the family of real life, inside of a real love life. They left me living this war, all over insanity. Take me in, they take me out, left me in that hole. Warfare they gave of me, out on me, complete ways. As my whole soul shook in the name they're staking out to play that game, all over my whole life and me, to turn my words that I made into a cryptocurrency, to mint out their craft, to oppress me like a static being mapped in the scripture, to leave me all out for 40 years inside of that foggy winter blistering freeze, the theater that they made over the dark craft they took to deceive me so bad, like a Stockholm syndrome, coming to find them, ask for help. unable to even try in their minds, and I couldn't find the reason through that crime, believing so bad I was gonna find a whole storm and crack that cipher wide open, remembering all of the areas of my breath that was taking me out of myself, leaving death to be completely placed over me. And I didn't die. After the dawn I arise in the depths of the sings. My heart sings up in the stings inside of my whole insides, whole eternal life and heart. It's just this life song I don't sing up in these words and people on the face that curved away, shock, and I received that stop transition of my own thoughts, and that shock that I received and full stop, that transition of my own thoughts being placed inside of my own body and mind, unable to mouth my own thoughts this time. They wanted just so smoked out, lost in my mind.